Broadcasting from Wilson Area High School, this is the Warrior News, your place to keep up to date with the latest. Live at 7:44 a.m., the Warrior News starts right now.
Good morning, Wilson. Today is Wednesday, November 29, 2017. I'm Brianna Grant.
And I'm Vittoria Marconi.
Attention ski and board club members. Payments for the Stowaway Vermont trip are due to Mr. Steyer no later than December 21st. Please get your money in as soon as possible.
Seniors should check their Gmails for info on submitting a senior quote this year.
Tickets for the January 4th Wilson-Easton home wrestling match will be on sale during lunches on November 30th and December 1st only. No tickets will be sold at the door. No special or season passes will be accepted for this match. Tickets costs are $3 for students and seniors, citizens, and $5 for adults.
A reminder to all students who are interested in making an application to be considered at the spring Special Olympic events. You must have less than 6 absences to be eligible to be selected to participate.
And now it's time for weather, and here to give it is no other than MJ.
Good morning, Wilson. I'm Chief Meteorologist Michael Jablonski here with the AccuWeather forecast. Hope everybody is enjoying their 4-day week. Let's take a look at the weather for today. Today, you don't even have to pull up the graphics. There's not really much to say about today. It should be a pretty average day. We'll see sun and clouds throughout the day. Temperatures will remain around a high of 50 and a low of 30 going into the night, but no rain to worry about at all. And if you look at the 5-day forecast behind me here, quite interestingly, it appears Mother Nature just decided to copy and paste the same weather all 5 days in a row, because it's nothing but sun and clouds. We'd actually make a joke about how much sun there is here, but this is the Warrior News. We don't make jokes. We're professional. At least that's what I tell people. Anywho, should be pretty average weather over the next week, though. As you can see, temperatures are going to stay in the low 50s during the day and the low 30s at night. Not really much to worry about. So hopefully you enjoy this type of weather, because you're going to be seeing a lot of it. But that is it for the AccuWeather forecast. Now, I'm going to do something a little bit different and just introduce the next segment for the anchors, save them the time. So when the current set of producers took over the Warrior News, one of the main objectives we had was to make sure that all the sports and clubs got represented as fairly and equally as possible. And one of the ways we wanted to accomplish this was by interviewing each of the senior leaders and captains for the sports. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do this with the fall sports because nobody wants to come in the middle of August to do an interview. But we were successful with doing this in the winter sports, and so over the next week and a half, we're going to be taking a look at what the athlete life is like for each of our 5 winter sports, those sports being cheering, wrestling, swimming, boys basketball, and girls basketball. And today, we're going to start off with swimming with a person you might be familiar with, but enjoy.
Hello everyone, I am Bill Lam and I'm one of the nominees for captain this year for the swimming of 2018.
All right, Bill, so what do you love so much about playing your winter sport?
Well, I really love swimming because swimming is basically like life, and every day in practice the coaches train us really hard to get ready for the competition, and then once you get to the competition, the adrenaline and the burst from the adrenaline wells up, and then you get to compete in just this 5 minutes or even 30 seconds that will make a really big difference in your life.
What do you think is the most important skill an athlete can have?
The biggest skill an athlete can have is probably teamwork, because teamwork is everywhere in sports. In sports, you always have someone you need to work with, and only when you can work with them cooperatively and contributively, your team and the sport will go well.
All right, what do you like a lot about the team you're working with this season?
The team I like, well, this year I get to work with a lot of freshmen, and even though most people say that it's probably going to be well, in my opinion, it's different, because having a lot of freshmen means that we will have a new generation of swimmers that will come up and advance, and they will be the ones that are going to replace us. So having the opportunity to work with a lot of freshmen and bringing up a new generation means a lot to me.
And finally, what would you say is the most difficult thing about the sport you play?
The most difficult thing about swimming is probably going to practice every day because the coaches train us really hard. And so each day when you trudge to practice, you think, oh my god, the practice is going to suck so much. But each day when you return from practice, it's actually the best thing ever because you know that you're able to overcome a really difficult challenge and your skills just got a little bit better.
Thank you very much for your time, Bill.
No problem.
And you can expect to hear from the other winter sports in the upcoming days.
And that is all we have for today's show. You can always find us on the usual social media outlets and also YouTube, but signing off for now, I'm Victoria Marconi.
And I'm Brianna Grant. Good luck, Wilson.
Good luck.
Chosen few, Urbano, RD.
La gente sabe quién yo soy. El Señor me bendice donde quiera que voy. Siempre dando paso firme y sin temor a hundirme.
No soy perfecto, tengo mi defecto, soy un ser humano, pero nunca yo me olvido del que a mí me ha dado la mano. Por eso es que el Balbú siempre me da la bendición, porque todo lo que hago me sale del corazón, me lo saco del pecho y se lo entrego al que lo necesite. Muchos me difaman y critican para que yo me agite.